tonight I have a sample that was sent to me some time ago by Eric, the malt muser. It is a 28-year-old Muscat finish, 1991 vintage, Deanston 28-year-old, bottled at 45% alcohol by volume. This is the sample. I have here a clean Glencairn glass, and I have the sample. I'm going to peel this funky shrink wrap stuff off the top of the bottle, and then open it and pour a dram. I might wait a while to try it, as it is 28 years old. And apparently with these older, more delicate whiskeys, you gotta give them some more time. Some more time to open up. And I might as well segue into another topic. Oh, that's tight. How did he put that on? Oh, I got it. I got it open. Okay. This is our 28-year-old Deanston. I'm going to put the bottle sideways to get the last drops out of it. And there's another thing that's come to my attention lately. I have guests on my YouTube videos. And yes, they are not experts. In fact, typically they're totally green. They don't know from whiskey at all. And maybe it's my fault, as I didn't show them how to really drink whiskey, how to really appreciate whiskey, how to taste it. I just brought them on and we had a free-for-all, and that's what we did. Maybe it's my fault that I didn't show them how to taste and how to enjoy and how to appreciate fine whiskey. Now, the problem is maybe that I assumed that they would watch me and follow, but I guess not everyone does that. I mean, when I was really new to whiskey, I would just chuck it down. I wouldn't really taste it. And some people who have been drinking other kinds of spirits that are not necessarily pleasant to drink might have got into the habit of just chucking it down, get it past the taste buds and get it in your gullet. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Oh, see how prepared I am? I have my water, I have my whiskey, but I don't have a spoon. I will be right back. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to leave in the little part where I leave the room and come back, or if I'm going to skip it. I don't know. We're less than 4 minutes now, so. And that's another thing, you know, you saw me leave the room, you saw me come back in. There are times when things happen in the background of my videos, as they did in the last week. And yes, you know, we were tasting whiskey here, and yes, there were a couple of my guests were moving around in the background and talking and stuff. But isn't that kind of a hallmark of Foodquig videos of the past? I mean, my most watched video of all time has my ex moving around in the background and just doing random things and talking to me while I'm making a video. So that's kind of characteristic too. Maybe it's a bit of a free-for-all, I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. And it's not a lack of respect that causes people to do things like that. It's just that they're not aware all the time of what's going on. They're not aware that this is actually recording. Or if they are, they're just into their own thing so much that they don't realize what's going on. So anyway, there have been criticisms of my videos. Yes, fine, so be it. Whatever. I don't really care what a lot of people think. I don't take myself seriously enough to care about what everyone thinks. I just enjoy whiskey. And if I can share that enjoyment with other people, so be it. I will share it. If they can appreciate it, they can. If they can't, it doesn't really matter to me. It is what it is. I'm not here to take myself seriously, and I'm not a perfectionist. Life is too short to be a perfectionist. Here's our 28-year-old Deanston. And let's see if we can coat the glass a little bit. We don't really have legs, we have trails of droplets. And they're kind of slow to come down, so they are rather viscous. And the droplets that are stuck to the side of the glass are big ones. It's a sign of viscosity. And oh, it smells nice. Right away I'm getting a maltiness. I'm also getting some wood, some oak. There are some dark fruits, dark ripe fruits, dark dried fruits. There's some, the Muscat finish, yes. That's what I'm getting. A bit of sweet dessert wine finish. Things like prunes, sultanas, and some sweetness as well, as a Muscat is a sweet wine. A sweet dessert wine, if I'm not mistaken. It's not quite like my favorite Sauterne finish, but I think Eric had that in mind. Knowing that I am a Sauterne fan, perhaps this is why he chose this particular finish for this sample. Or maybe he just put it in randomly. I really don't know. Myself, I put things in randomly. Usually, if it's Canadian, I put it in the samples. Because, you know, people who live stateside don't get most Canadian whiskeys. It's not that they don't understand them, it's that they don't get them. They don't have them available. They'll get some Crown Royal, yes. They'll get some Canadian Club, yes. But will they get the Crown Royal XR? Will they get the Canadian Club 44-year-old? No! That stuff stays in Canada. But I digress. Okay. It's malty, it's oaky. It's sweet. It's fruity. prunes, grapes, sultanas, sweetness. Let's have a sip. I have a feeling that this will be great. Although Deanston can be kind of hit and miss. Ooh. Very sweet. Very sweet. Sweet on the palate. Sweet on the finish. And it's a long. It's hanging on. That finish is hanging on. And that was just the first sip. I will have to try that again. Now on the nose once again. A lot of sweetness from the Muscat wine. Muscat fortified wine. I think it's a fortified wine. Or is it just a sweet dessert wine? I know that my ex, Cindy, she liked sweet dessert wine. Muscat or Moscato. That was her thing. I don't know if she still likes it, but when we were together, she liked it. Yeah, a bit of oak, a bit of maltiness, and a lot of sweetness. I'm getting a little bit of stone fruit too. It really does coat the mouth. But the sweetness almost makes me gag. I think I know how this was made. They took tired old casks, probably ex-bourbon, refilled 2-3 times maybe, a used barrel, and they just left it in the warehouse and let it age slowly. And then they found, probably, that the results were not up to par after 28 years of that sitting there. And then they thought, oh, we have some fresh Muscat casks right here. Let's give this some more of a punch. The sweetness, the heavy sweetness, disagrees with me. As much as I love a Sauterne finish, I am not too keen on this particular Muscat finish. Not too keen. I think it was maybe finished for too long a time. I think it's too sweet for me. Ah. To be honest, I don't even taste the whiskey here. I taste the Muscat. I taste the finish. I don't taste any Deanston at all. I'm sure that it's under there somewhere, but this has been so influenced by the finish, even though maybe it wasn't influenced that much by the first cask that contained it. I don't know, Eric. This is not the kind of taste profile that I would jump for. It's too sweet. Now, if you had the same thing with the Sauterne finish, that might be better for me. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I hope that this didn't cost too much. I'm guessing that a 28-year-old whiskey would not be cheap. I think the Muscat finish just spoils it. Myself, personally. Well, I'm going to try some more samples. Slanchua.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.